Well, good morning, everyone. This is your superintendent, Dr. Anzalone, and we are here today with another episode of What's Up. Today, I am so pleased to be joined by one of our school resource officers, or SROs for short, Officer Mayhugh. Officer Mayhugh, thank you so much for your service, your kindness, your compassion, especially with our kids. And just wanted to find out a little bit about what you do so the community out there knows a little bit more about you and really what you do every day. So I want to start off with just a simple question about engagement. Obviously, meeting the community, meeting the kids is a big part of what you do. Let's talk a little bit primarily at the elementary level, the younger students. What are your thoughts about how to engage with those students and what you do to do that so well?
Well, I spend a lot of my time when I'm not at Camas High School for the month. I'm working the other schools. I spend a lot of time driving around to the elementary schools, the middle schools, and then, of course, like the Hayes Freedom and Discovery. I try to hit all of those schools twice a week and just make the contacts with the staff there and the students. It's been a lot of fun, going back and seeing them, on the month when I'm working those schools, and they tell me, "Hey, where have you been?" and they miss me.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So
I'm assuming that's really good for the long-term relationship between the police force and kids as they grow up.
100%, I think so. Yes, that's kind of been my goal since day one, is to get out there, make those connections, so that when I leave this program, that's I've built the relationships with the kids and with the staff too, so that long after me, we have those strong relationships and we can continue on working in the schools with the kids.
That's great. So being an SRO, school resource officer, obviously you probably still have some commitments to the city at large. So what is so rewarding about being in the schools? What can you tell the community about that for yourself, your own satisfaction?
Well, I used to, some people know this about me, some don't. I used to work with kids before I was a cop.
Okay.
So, 17 years ago, I worked with kids for 6 years in a juvenile justice setting, and this is kind of coming full circle for me. So I've liked working with kids. When I became a cop, I didn't get to do that right away. I guess I did in a different capacity on the
Sure.
streets, but now it's just like I get to come back into schools and meet kids and work through issues that different students may be struggling with, and then of course I have to do some of the harder things and investigations
Sure,
sometimes. But
sure.
for me, that's one of the most rewarding things, is just working with the kids, and just building those relationships, getting to hang out with them every day. I don't know, I
Yeah.
love it.
It sounds like you have much more of a proactive approach rather than a reactive approach.
Usually, I mean, especially when I'm not at Camas High School for the month and spending time there, and I'm at the other schools driving around. Yes, I'm just driving around day to day, hour by hour, driving to different schools and meeting kids and staff. So yes, it's more of I guess, a proactive approach in that sense.
I love
Yes,
that. It's really sounds like the epitome of community policing,
I
which
think so.
which is so important and
Yep.
vital. So,
Yep.
well, thank you so much for your
Yes.
time and be safe out there. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
your service, and we'll catch you next time on What's Up.